So, Jeff, pretty much agreed. Defensive line, linebacker, wide receiver, possibly free safety. The areas that need to be addressed most pressingly for the Browns. Which areas do you think they're likely to go veteran free agency because you need them fixed pretty much now?
That's defensive tackle. I see them bringing in at least one and a higher end one. I wrote about this at Browns Wire when they hired Schwartz. His defenses, when they work well, have not one, not two, but three really good linemen. Myles Garrett's great. You got to get the other two, and preferably they're inside. The starting defensive tackles for the 2023 Cleveland Browns are not currently on the roster. If they are, it's not going to work with Jim Schwartz. I have no hesitation in saying that right now. They've got to go out and get that, and they got to get guys that can play right away. So that is where you address with your veteran dollars, and you hope that your coaching staff can coach up some young. You're probably going to draft one late too. When Schwartz was in Detroit and when he was also in Philadelphia, they did a really good job of hitting on late round guys who could be functional backups, depths. That's something that Cleveland's going to have to hit on as well. But you've got to you cannot spare expenses for the defensive line with Jim Schwartz as your coordinator. Otherwise, you're setting him up to fail. That's just not where this team is at. So I would go there. Drafting, I think you can get a safety. It's not a great safety class from what I've seen. Starting to do draft prep as I head down to the Senior Bowl next week. Safety classes, it's okay. I think you can get some linebackers in this class on day three that will fit in very nicely. So and pass rushers too. If you can get just a designated pass rusher, Schwartz can make that work. You don't have to have an all-world guy. You don't have to have a guy like Clowney. You can get, and I will say this, I'm optimistic that Chase Winovich, if he's back, can thrive under Jim Schwartz. That's one that I would be looking at to as a guy who could possibly break out again if he comes back.